Have you ever needed a second chance?
Drugs. I started doing drugs at an early age. Before long, drugs took center stage. Smoking weed at the age of 13, headed for troubles that were unseen.
I tell you about myself is I'm 16 years old. My name is Jose Ferretis. I've been through a struggle in life, in and out of facilities, jail.
When I was doing drugs, about a year ago, my brother passed away at the age 14. He was doing drugs too, and he overdosed. And and that hurt me a lot. But I didn't have nobody to talk to. I didn't have my dad to talk to, I only had my mom, but my mom she was so depressed that she wouldn't talk to no one. She was alone by herself. She wanted to be alone. And so I started doing drugs, started smoking, doing anything just to get out of my mind, get everything out of my mind, get everything out of my heart, I started crying and doing drugs a lot. Every day I would use drugs. I didn't know it would hurt me more, but I really didn't care at the time.
So one time I just went out and partied and I came back and I knew I was getting drug tested the next day and I didn't care, so I just went out there and did drugs and I came out dirty on my drug test and I was sent into the inpatient program.
In my teens, I started shooting dope, selling on a downward slope. By late 20s, I learned to freebase. I liked the high, and I liked the taste. Yet again came along something better. Was already rocked, which was clever. Boy, the pipe did a number on me. I was messed up and in misery. But for some reason, I just couldn't stop. I didn't want to stop smoking that rock.
I think that the most important thing is that drug addiction is not a sexy thing for a lot of folks. I think that they believe that drug addicts bring it on themselves. You don't have to use drugs if you don't want to. You choose to use drugs. And don't really understand that, like a lot of other diseases, take diabetes for instance. If a diabetic goes to a doctor and they put them on a regimen and they eat too much sugar, candy, cake, whatever, and they make themselves sick, the doctor doesn't cut them off from their medication. But we have kids who are struggling with staying clean, with their sobriety, with their recovery. And if they don't get it the first or the second time, we're ready to just say, well, you know what? We've given you a couple of shots. This is a lifelong struggle that addicts go through on a day-to-day basis, every day, to maintain their recovery.
The majority of our kids don't have insurance. Their parents may be illegal. The kids are naturalized citizens. They're not very informed about what are the options out there. And I think that within our area in the community, they feel that we're a good program to come to. We've got a good reputation and we do a good job here.
The first time I got here, I wasn't doing none of this. I was doing whatever I wanted. I didn't care. I didn't care about my recovery. I didn't care about none of that. Because I thought, you know, it wasn't gonna help me out. This time, third time here, from the last time, no man, I take this serious now. I got here, I take it serious. I know, this might be my last time coming back to a place like this. So I take everything serious now.
Well, the staff in here, they're nice, they're sweet, they've helped me a lot. When you're having problems, they help you not to get angry, they talk to you. I look at them if they were like my mom and my dad.
I thank the Lord for, bringing me here and knowing where's Phoenix House, because every time I did relapse, I came back here, not because, it's better than jail, but because I know that this treatment will help me and it will make me successful in life someday.
Now that I look at myself every time in the morning I wake up and the way I dress, the way I act, the way I do everything, it changed a lot about me. I changed my attitude, my behavior, the way I talk to people, the way I dress. I really like the way I dress now, and I really want to be someone in life. I really don't want to go back to drugs, never again.
I noticed that once I was here, I noticed how the staff and the counselors were with the children, so it just made me change my whole perspective, and now I just want to give back and help other people, especially help out the teens, because I was a teen when I started using drugs.
The Associates Group is a group of people in the community that have come together to serve the lives of the children here at the Phoenix House. There are people that just want to help and get plugged into people in need. And what we've done is we've organized a group to spur some initiatives to affect the children's lives while they're here, to improve their lives, to make them better, to let them know that not only does somebody care about them, but there is hope for their futures, and that their past don't necessarily dictate their future, and they can be somebody in life.
Addiction is no different than somebody who has hypertension or someone who has diabetes. You have to treat it. You have to address it. And it's a lifelong issue. You have to address it all the time. But that's what Phoenix House has to offer. And as we think about what we can do, the rewards, both monetarily and humanitarian, are phenomenal in terms of what we can accomplish.
December of '95, one early morning hour, I began seeking a higher power. And talking to God, I said, God, take it all. The weed, the pills, the crack, and alcohol. The Lord said, my child, I will set you free, but you must commit to serving me. I thought about it. If that's all that I must do, this day, Lord, I choose you. The Lord kept his word and set me free from a life of drugs and misery. Now serve God by telling my story, but I let it be known that God, nobody but God, gets the glory.
Have you ever made a bad choice?
Have you ever needed a second chance?
Have you ever needed a second chance?
Have you ever needed a second chance?
Have you ever made a bad choice?